A lot of people are calling us, emailing, text messaging, asking, so what do you think of President Obama's nominee to the United States Supreme Court, Judge Sonya Sotomayor, a judge on the Second Circuit Court of Appeals in New York, very important appeals court. In fact, the case that my brother and I were a part of for 10 years that landed at the U.S. Supreme Court and became an 8-1 victory for us went through the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. That was before Judge Sotomayor was seated on that court. So it predates her, but we know the Second Circuit, and it is quite a formidable court. So this is a woman with substantial judicial experience, but what we don't know is her core principles. We can assume that she is pro-choice because the president was looking for an individual that reflects his core principles, and sadly, one of his core principles is the so-called pro-choice position. But then again, judicial nominees are known for surprising the presidents that nominate them. David Souter is a case in point. When President George H.W. Bush appointed him to the court, he thought he was appointing a moral conservative. In fact, he got the diametric opposite. So that does happen. Now, we don't know a lot about Judge Sotomayor. It looks like she assiduously avoided leaving any kind of comprehensive track record, though she does have a judicial track record. We are analyzing that as we speak. We're depending on our experts, those in the law who understand jurisprudence on this level, to give us their insight on this. But I called my contact in the South Bronx. That's Pastor David Hernquist, whom I've known for almost 3 decades. David and I have worked very close together. He's a member of our board of trustees. He's the pastor of a vibrant, multi-ethnic church with many Hispanics in it in the Bronx, where Judge Sotomayor grew up, where her family lives. And he said the most surprising thing they know about Judge Sotomayor is how little is known about her. So this is going to take quite a bit of investigation. We're doing the research now. We will report it to you as it becomes available. Please read my blog. I'll be posting information there. We prayed for Judge Sotomayor today after a news conference we held in front of the Supreme Court. You'll probably see that on the news. Then we had a prayer service, and we obeyed the scripture, which commands us to pray for kings and all who are in authority. So we prayed for each person in this process. Remember that the appointment of a Supreme Court judge, any federal judge for that matter, is a 3-stage process. The president nominates. The Senate Judiciary Committee then does a comprehensive inquiry by way of hearings and background research, and then they decide whether they report that out for the entire Senate to vote on. And the 100 senators consult with all their people, including their constituents. So this is a time for you to stay informed, to stay prayerfully involved, and to let your 2 senators from your state know how you feel. That's an important part of our democratic Republican process in this country. It's the way our founders built the system. So we are not out of the process or out of the loop. We are very much a part of it. By letting our senators know how we feel, that will then be transferred to, hopefully, the way they consider their votes for a nominee, and whether Judge Sotomayor will become Justice Sotomayor here at the Supreme Court across the street from our ministry center. Please pay close attention to my blog. I'll be giving you lots of information as it becomes available. There's already a few very interesting tidbits about her, and I've already posted it to my blog. So when you're on our website, go up to the tab, Rob's blog, and read it there. In the meantime, we will all be prayerful. We prayed today, prayed up a storm in front of the Supreme Court for the president, for the nominee, for the Senate Judiciary Committee, for the Senate, for the American people. And we prayed in English and in Espanol. It's been a long time since I've prayed in Spanish. I used to all the time when I worked in Mexico. And I love the language. I call it la idioma de los cielos, the language of the heavens. It's a beautiful language. All right, I'll be back with you with more information as it becomes available. Watch our website. We're going to have a feature coming up on the news conference we held, the prayer service, and my conversation with Reverend Pat Mahoney about Judge Sotomayor. See you later.